The battlefield is in the mind. I'm realizing lately that there's a lot of ways of thinking, behavior patterns, perspectives in, the way that I go about life that I'm realizing is OCD, or it's, the way that my brain's wired to think and work, that has left me to overthink a lot and to view things that are really just me misinterpreting something as like though it's some significant thing, like even God, and like God's trying to talk to me, when really it's the OC demon, you know. For instance, like, feeling like I have to overthink, interactions with people, to things in my work. If I'm, filming a film or something, like, do we need an extra take? Like, we just had a shoot recently, or we've been filming my first feature film, and this sense of, when, you're in the thick of the day, you've done so much, you start asking yourself, wait, do I need an extra take? Which is a valid question, considering I'm the director, I'm the director of photography, I'm the lead actor, and, I'm the editor too. The question of like, okay, if we're here, we'd rather get the take while we're here than come back. But you have to ask yourself all the battles of like, do I really need that extra take? Am I just doing it because I feel like, or something in my brain is telling me I'm trying to scratch an itch that won't be scratched, and trying to scratch it will actually make things worse. I mean, there's, my OCD's got me, and, things like that. My perfectionism has got me into places that I'm blessed for. But, in times like that, you're like, we could just get one more. Well, it's getting dark and we have other shots to do. Usually that's more clear that you have to move on, but sometimes it's not. Maybe you actually have everything you need and you don't need anything else, and you have extra time. It takes some discipline at that moment to say, you know what, we got everything we need. Let's pack up. That's something that I struggle with. That's something that I could get better at. I think we got done early on the last shoot day we had, day 4, which I have to do a video about. But yeah, I'm realizing this year there's a lot of things in life where this year I thought that God was speaking to me in terms of, go do this, go talk to this person. There's a lot of interactions in life that I find are affected by me overthinking, and, how to, I'm going to go talk to this person. I need to ask this person about this. And you might think, well, wait a minute. Would somebody normally ask about that? Sometimes it's no. And I think what started this was a friend of mine who, is a mentor, kind of encouraged me to get out of my shell. And then in trying to get out of my shell, I started getting OCD about being, outgoing with people. And so, like, whichever direction you go in life, your OCD can affect, and your overthinking can affect. Now, if this is something that you struggle with, what's the solution? What can you battle this with? And this is a battlefield. You have to acknowledge that this OC demon. It's not God talking to you. It's not this thing in life telling you what you should do. How do you battle it? Well, lately I think I'm figuring it out, and I'm seeing that this is a battlefield in of itself. Is these negative thoughts, or these feelings like you have to, these compulsions, like you have to go talk to this person, or like if you feel bad, about something that somebody's probably not even going to acknowledge. It's really hard, or whether you need to get an extra take, it's really hard to figure out, okay, what do I need to do here? I think lately it's two things. And both of them are rooted in your relationship with God. And I'll break it down real quick. It's prayer, and also having a Sabbath or a day off so that you can get closer to God and have a better channel of talking to Him. And also, allowing yourself to kind of unwind all the stress, because the stress actually makes this worse. With God, it's talking to Him and saying, hey, should I do this thing? I think God's fine with you asking Him questions all the time. He wants to guide your steps. He gives you the freedom to plan things, but he wants to guide your steps through life. And if you let him, he'll take you places that are better. And this last weekend's been a great weekend since I started this. I'll probably talk about it in my video on how the 4th shoot day went for my feature film. But it's beautiful in the sense of all this weekend, I'm like, God, do I need an extra take of this? No? Cool, let's move on. Sure enough, like, I would actually struggle at times to like listen to that and trust it. Or, asking God, hey, what could I, be doing better here? Or should I talk to that person? Do I need to seek them out? Do I need to talk to them? No. Cool. It's nice knowing, hey, I can go through life and just not have to be compulsed to interact with people or get more takes or be a perfectionist with everything in my life. I can actually ask God for help and wisdom of, like, when do I need to do that? And it takes listening. It takes, okay, what do I need to do? And then, you listen, and whatever say the first thing that comes to you and ask him. You're trying on the answer, and you're seeing, okay, does this actually help me? Does it seem right? Does it seem like God wants of me? It's a skill that you develop, I think. It's like, you definitely get better at this. I've found that if I ask him, do you want me to talk to this person? Yes or no? No? Good. Like, I'm able to just figure it out. And what can help you with this being able to do this is the other thing, which is having a Sabbath or day off. I'm realizing after 2 months of doing my first feature film, planning shoots, organizing things, location scouting, casting, emailing and messaging so many people, I have not given myself a proper day off. I've not given myself any time with God to be in silence and to be able to allow my brain and body to the time and space to just recenter itself, recalibrate. So taking a day off where your job is to take a leap of faith with God, knowing that if you take this day and you don't work, you don't even think about work if you can avoid it. You might have to respond to somebody about something, but just quickly don't prioritize it. If you can take that leap of faith and prioritize that day off once a week, and it doesn't have to be a Sunday, it doesn't have to be, technically Sabbath is a Saturday, I heard, but somebody said that, I'm not entirely sure the details about it, so don't ask. Or you can, I'll look into it. But if you take that leap of faith once a week, it will serve the purpose of recentering yourself, and you'll find yourself able to do things that just seem like, where did that come from? And that's been my weekend ever since I started this. The sense of, okay, I'm going to, focus on my relationship with God, have silence, not work, trust God in this. He'll do big things in your life if you do that. You'll actually be more effective and productive in the 6 days that you're working and you're on versus the 1 day, versus 7 days if you're working on all the time. I'm going in with that philosophy, and I'm already seeing results. And so, yeah, that's been really helpful for me to kind of see the forest for the trees, see my thoughts as what they are. They're thoughts. I've been battling with them. They're, this is the new battlefield here. Is I need to go to war with certain thoughts that feel like they're compulsing me to be more perfectionistic or overthink certain things. But that's been very useful to me, and I hope this has been useful to you. If there's something here that's been really helpful, leave a comment or email me. I'll have a link at the end of this for that, or an email. And oops, almost fell. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe for engagement if you want to help me out. I appreciate it. I'm trying to build up this channel to be something of service to people. I honestly don't have a plan. Just doing daily YouTube videos where I talk about whatever's on my mind, and it allows me to kind of get it out there. And you know, my goal is to write and direct narrative feature films. And you know, if I'm learning stuff along the way that's helpful for other people, I want to make videos, and also pursuing my faith, work, faith, and life. So if there's anything about work, faith, and life that I can help you with, even if I'm not qualified, God will qualify me if He calls me. Let me know. So you can reach out to me at email. Might be a website link. I'm not sure. There's gonna be a link. And appreciate you watching. Have a good one. Prayers you have a great rest of your day. Have a blessed day. Later. Bye.